This sun lights your firemen, the pilot lights out.
This football team is coming into our place. We're standing in our way.
This is a game of the heart. Focus and finish.
Hey, congrats to those of you who achieved a bye week this week for your fantasy football playoffs. If you did, don't get lax though. Concentrate on making certain you have backups or handcuffs for as many key spots as possible. You don't want to get caught with your pants down next week if one of your key guys gets a concussion on the field this week or severs the fingers on his hand opening up a jar of jelly or something. And for those of you who didn't make your playoffs, well, you can continue the enjoyment of fantasy football by playing daily fantasy over at one of our brand new sponsors, Star Fantasy Leagues. You'll find them at starfantasyleagues.com, and if you use the promo code RADIO, R-A-D-I-O, you'll get a 100% matching bonus on your first deposit up to $500. It's a possible $1,000. Pretty neat. Now, moving on to Week 14. Wow, I can't believe it's Week 14 already. Hey, if you're down a quarterback and need someone to step in this week, take a look at Joe Flacco. The Ravens have the Vikings this week, who have allowed more fantasy points to opposing quarterbacks than any team in the league. And with his ownership percentages hovering around 60%, you may have a good shot at landing him. And you don't even have to pay his salary. I've received an alarming amount of feedback on Twitter this week about people looking to sit Josh Gordon in the first round of their playoffs because the Cleveland quarterback situation is in a state of flux. Now let's face it, being a Browns quarterback is like being a Spinal Tap drummer. I'm waiting for one of them to spontaneously combust, leaving behind just a little green globule. This may actually be the most dangerous job in America. We might be seeing a TV show soon like The Deadliest Catch about this profession. Hey, Brian Hoyer's done for the season. Brandon Weeden and Jason Campbell both have concussions, leaving trick shot quarterback Alex Tanney and one-time QB Khalid Heaney on call. Hey, look, there's nothing you can do but wait. If you find out Sunday morning that either warm body that's taken an NFL snap this season, Weeden or Campbell are playing, I don't see how you can possibly sit Gordon against the Patriots. And regardless, don't confuse the prowess of the Patriots offense with their defense. You just watched Case Keenum put up 31 points on him last week. If the Browns have to go with Tanney or Haney, you've definitely got a decision, but you'd better have a quality option to go to if you're going to sit Gordon. You'll be kicking yourself if he puts up a monster week for a third week in a row. The other guy that a shocking number of people have been asking me if they should sit is Drew Brees. You going to sit Drew Brees in your playoffs? I know he's playing the vaunted Panthers defense. Jeez. Look, with the Saints' New York Jet-like offensive performance on Monday night against the Seahawks fresh in everyone's mind, viewers are clearly panicking. But look, as our own Pat Mayo pointed out this week, Drew Brees has been the very best fantasy quarterback in all of football for the past 5 seasons. And you can't sit a healthy player with those credentials at a crucial time like this. This is what you have him for, right? It's playoff time. There's no time to get cute with matchups when you have a fantasy all-star. Look, I think the Panthers defense is wonderful. I love them. But that doesn't mean you sit Drew Brees. While the Saints offense was totally dominated by the Seahawks defense last week, and that was alarming, yeah, the Saints are a completely different team playing at home in the Dome, and teams just don't come in and shut them down like that. You telling me that you like the Panthers to win the game? Okay, I can see that. But that doesn't mean Drew Brees isn't going to get his fantasy points. You do not sit Drew Brees in your playoffs. I don't care who he's playing. Today's Twitter question comes from @JerryCurl. Jerry Curl, I get it. It's cute. These Twitter handles are cute. Jerry wants to know if DeMarco Murray is a good start in standard leagues in Week 14. Hey, DeMarco Murray only gets 15 to 20 touches in the running game, but the Bears stink. They give up a league worst 5 yards per carry and 154 yards per game. When you think about it, it's amazing that opposing teams throw the ball at all. You can just run the ball twice and get a first down. Now, if you've got a question you want answered, hit me up with a tweet, and if I don't use your question on the program, I'll tweet you back with my best advice. And be sure to tune in to the Roto Experts Fantasy Football News, Notes, and Analysis segment every weekday. I'll be here to keep you current and ahead of the competition. And on weekends, check this out, on weekends, come back for This Week in Fantasy Football as I team up with the King, Scott Engel, covering the week that was and the week that will be, answering your viewer questions. We've got the Texans against the Jaguars in the Disinterest Bowl tonight. But that doesn't mean you can't grab some fantasy points out of it. Enjoy the game, everyone. For Roto Experts, I'm Mike Cardano.